Hey guys, it's Calvin here, back with another episode on how to run a nonprofit in Africa, especially one related to agriculture. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different, and it's going to be the last one I film in America for quite a while, because I got hired for a job in Sierra Leone, the same country that my nonprofit operates in today, and it's a larger nonprofit than mine called Farming Out of Poverty. I've been hired as the Field Project Coordinator. Here is my offer letter here. So in this video today, I wanted to go over what is my new role going to be? What is the future of this channel going to look like? And more importantly, what is the future of myself at Growing the Grassroots going to look like? Because as you know, I'm the founder and the president of Growing the Grassroots, but now I've been hired for a much larger role with a larger nonprofit. So what is this all going to look like? Let's dive in. So first, let's talk about the history and the background of FOOP. Where did it come from? How did it start? They've been in business since 2021, only 4 years, but they have a parent company which is a for-profit business called West African Rice Company. That company has been in business since 2011, and the same founders that started West African Rice Company are now the ones that have created the leadership and programs for FOOP. So it's run by the same people. Even though FOOP is only a 4-year-old business, we still have 14 years of experience in West Africa, which is exciting. Awesome. Let me pull up their website. So if you go to workgroup.com, you can see the same information that I am. But since 2011, WARC has helped 22,000 farmers, 39% of them being women. They've paid out 11 million US dollars in cash to farmers. That's a ton of money. And 250 team members. I believe 50 of them are in Sierra Leone, 200 are in Ghana. In 2024, they raised $7.5 million for continued expansion and industrialization, basically meaning buying machinery and larger farms to make commercial-sized farms. Tons of different partners and investors. And if you guys want to see anything that they do, it's all on the website. It's so unique. Their model, for instance, they own a ton of these warehouses across Sierra Leone that women run, and they're basically seed banks, so people can come and sell seeds or buy seeds at a really reduced cost through WARC. It's very special. And now here is my nonprofit. They have a full-on website, which I'll show you in a moment, but this is the little page on their website. Farming Out of Poverty. This is my nonprofit. It was launched by the founders of WARC. The founders gathered invaluable experiences by operating in the country uninterrupted since 2011. Through WARC, they developed a strong network of international funders, research institutions, and other supporters, and through a decade-long local presence, very strong links to many communities. Low farming yields, unpredictable weather, lack of mechanization, and poor infrastructure pushes farmers to extreme poverty and hunger. Profitable commercial farming is out of reach, and despite many efforts by politicians, Sierra Leone has failed to attract meaningful investment in the agricultural sector. Smallholders in Sierra Leone are hungrier, poorer, and more isolated than its peers in most African countries. Food bundles, the right inputs, are given so that food growers can grow more on their land, protect their soils, and produce more food. Some of the things that we help with are no-till planting to protect and help regenerate soils, crop rotations as opposed to monocropping, increased organic matter as a result of mulching and composting, etc. And then increased yields means more food and income. Now, if we go to FOOP's actual website, this is foop.ag. So you could go here too, and this is the actual website for the nonprofit I'll be working for. 9 out of 10 farmers in Sierra Leone can't feed their families. 30% of children face malnutrition. Wow, okay. Impacts in 2023. FOOP, just the nonprofit side of things, helped 1,500 farmers escape hunger. They managed 1,300 acres of regenerative agriculture. That's a lot. And those 1,300 acres are split off to 46 different sites across the country. 57% of FOOP's farmers are women. That's a huge number. That's really exciting. I look forward to increasing that number if I can. Here are some of the ways that they help our beneficiaries. Deeper social impact. Rather than supporting farmers with the traditional manual tasks of farming, we provide farmers with the ability to cultivate more land and increase yields. That again is through mechanization, reducing labor output per acre, so important. Environmental impact. We're in the quest of making regenerative agriculture in Africa the norm. All farmers adopt crop rotation and no-till planting, which helps the soils to regenerate, prevents carbon dioxide from being released, and reduces diesel use by 60%. And scalability. We run FOOP with the support of West African Rice Company, who has commercial farming experience in Sierra Leone since 2011. The knowledge management and infrastructure for work, it's used by FOOP free of charge, maximizing the social return of every dollar invested in FOOP. So what are we doing differently? This is a really good visual to understand what we are doing differently. These are the 4 main bullet points here. Crop rotation, no-till mechanization, yield increases, and expansion and opening of markets. Here you can read about the founder, the trustees of the board. But anyways, yeah, this is FOOP for you. So now you've seen the 2 websites for WARC and FOOP, how those 2 work together, and you can kind of see some visuals to help you understand it a little bit better. In terms of me, what am I going to be doing as the field project coordinator? Again, we have 1,300 acres that we oversee throughout Sierra Leone, and they're broken off into 46 different farm sites. So the main part of my job is going to be planning and routing to these 46 different farm sites at critical planting dates throughout the year and harvesting dates, and understanding who is at each of these 46 farm sites. Does this group use machines? Does this group have a large farm or small farm? Does this group have certain skills? Does this group have certain knowledge? And then the education provided to each group is going to have to be very customed and tailored to where that group is in their agriculture path. Some people have been on this path with FOOP and WARC for years, up to a decade. Some farmers are just getting in, so everybody's education level is going to be super different. But the big thing that I'm doing here, this is where it's crazy though, FOOP lost 20% of its funding at the end of 2024. Not for anything they did, but their biggest donor passed away. God bless her. But now with 20% less funding, they have called me in to try and do something drastic. They're helping 1,500 farmers per year right now on those 46 farm sites. My goal is to try to increase that to 3,000 farmers by 2027. Spend the next 2 years with 20% less budget than they've had in the past and double the amount of farmers that we help. How can I do that? Why would I make any difference? I think it would just be my personality. It would just be my approachability and able to communicate with anybody. Perhaps that is why I got the job over other people. I have a lot of door-to-door sales experience, so talking to people is just second language to me. Agriculture is my second suit, I would say. Communication is my number 1 suit, definitely. But now the last question on our minds today is, how will this affect my work with Growing the Grassroots? Of course, I'm the president and founder of another nonprofit that's working just a couple hours away from FOOP now. What is going to happen? Well, I've actually been running into a roadblock with Growing the Grassroots for a while, trying to understand how to scale it up, how to go from this 1 5-acre farm that we are building out and becoming perfect. How could we turn this into 10 farms, 20 farms in the country, have them self-sustaining, and being able to hire more people and educate everybody? I have no idea how to go about that. Working for FOOP, I will have an idea of how to go about that. They've been doing this for 15 years. These are things that they're going to teach me, and I'm going to come in and learn about. And then I can take these teachings and bring them over to Growing the Grassroots, like copy-paste. And I already talked to FOOP, and they've given me the green light to spend 1 weekend per month traveling to Bo to go run my nonprofit from the ground. So right now, FOOP is in Freetown. It's in the west side of the country. Bo is in the central part of the country, about 3 hours away. So we already have an agreement that 1 weekend per month I can drive and spend 2 nights in Bo to run everything from the ground, which is a lot better than my current situation right now where everything is virtual and I only get to go to Africa maybe once or twice a year. Now, once a month, I will be on the ground supervising and running things. And again, the scalability, I can copy and paste all this information I learned from a bigger agriculture nonprofit to ours. So really, only very exciting things are coming for Growing the Grassroots. Exciting things are coming for myself and farming out of poverty. And I'm really looking forward to this next chapter. I know it's just a starting 2-year contract, but I really have a feeling I'm going to be in Africa a lot longer than 2 years. And when I get to Africa for this channel, I think I'm going to probably hire an assistant, somebody to come around with me and take videos and photos of certain agriculture things, and we can make videos and collages later. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. Maybe I won't hire an assistant. Maybe I'll do it on my own with free time. But you know, only time will tell. I just wanted you guys to know this is the update for today, and the next time I tune in, I will be in Sierra Leone. So I look forward to seeing you guys soon, and have a great day. Whoa. I almost forgot to shout out growingthegrassroots.org. We just revamped our whole website in the last week, and it looks so much cleaner. So check it out if you guys have time. Also visit bridge-2-africa.com for an opportunity to do some cool voluntourism. And since I'll be in Africa all the time now, I'll be able to visit you on the weekends if you do want to do a voluntourism trip with Bridge to Africa. But nonetheless, even though I'm going to be in Africa now, I still have the same staff members in Sierra Leone that will be taking care of you if you wanted to do a trip. Thanks, you guys. Talk soon.